Hey everybody, welcome back to Vertigo Studios. It is me, Leonardo Vertigo, or Leo Vertigo for short. And I've been gone for quite some time. I've been working on my stuff, and I have been posting on TikTok and Instagram. If you want to follow me there, it's Vertigo period Studios, or on Instagram at Mr. Vertigo. So today we're going to be talking about a lot of, thrifting and grabbing your items secondhand for your studio and for your art. So if you ever do find cool things, you can use the hashtag thrift2studio and you can at me at Mr. Vertigo. I want to check out what cool things you find because I always find cool things for cheap. And so we'll get into that. But first, I want to update you guys. I've been gone for so long and I've done a good amount of things. I've wanted to do more, but there was this good 2 week area that I was just lost and I just didn't feel like doing anything. It wasn't quite burnout. It just wasn't I didn't have any motivation and I didn't feel like doing too much. I would try to sketch a little bit and that's it. It would get nowhere. So I haven't really made too many, I would say, masterpieces. I've just made sketches and stuff like that. But after I got out of that, I've been okay. It hasn't been amazing, but I've been okay. So I'm just trying to start to get onto a new role. And one thing I want to remind you guys, never worry about your socials. Never worry about anything. I get a little caught up with how TikTok treats me. It's different for everybody, but I always feel like, I'm, getting the shitty end of a stick. It's just never been great, but you got to keep pushing. But the main thing is to focus on yourself and on your own work, and that's what it's all about. So, sorry about that. Let's get into it. So, this is when I first got my microns. If you don't know what the microns are, a lot of people have been using them. So, I was like, yo, I'm going to try those out. So, yeah, this is when I first got my microns, just testing them out. A lot of people like this carrot guy. I feel like this carrot guy very often, sadly. Yeah, I was just messing with stuff. Check it out. Made a fish. If you don't know my work, it is usually dark and weird. I just like to make a lot of weird artwork. It's fun. Like, I like realism. I'm not that great at it, but I just love making random things that are weird and don't make sense or they come to make sense. Yeah, so just random things in this sketchbook. A bunch of scribbles. I'm just trying to learn the micron scribbles. And then I did some oil pastel stuff. I haven't touched the oil pastels in a while. This is me in the corner. And this is what I did for Easter, an Easter sketch. So Humpty Dumpty dropped a 6-pack of Mike's Hard. And Bunny is not happy about that. So yeah, that's just some random stuff I've been working on. Sorry. I can't really edit stuff, but yeah, I'm trying my best here. So we got some stamped lino cut stuff. I've been working on it. This is my first attempt, and I made about, what's that, five different things. Here's a few of them stamped with paint. I didn't get any ink yet, so I got to work on that. So I'm going to show you guys some sketches and some paintings, and I also got my first commission. My first commission, super awesome, made me so happy. So this is what actually led me to my first commission. This guy woke up randomly 3 in the morning and started doing this guy because I couldn't sleep. Sometimes you just got to go with it, and this guy led me to my first commission. It's a slug or snail, and instead of a shell, he's got a big old brain. He's not perfect, but from a distance he looks all right. And I have a problem with that because when I look up close, I look up close on all my paintings and I'll be like, wow, these are so ugly. This is so ugly. And then I forget, well, it's also about the distance, from a distance, it doesn't look super bad. I don't know. A lot of people liked him. I've got nothing but positivity and it's really amazing. There's my little signature. Also, sorry about my camera. I've had problems with this camera. So then we also got this. I was practicing a little bit more. And it's pepper, and then he's sliced in half, and these are seeds. But yeah, I got that good differentiation in colors. It's hard to tell with this lighting. Also, I wanted to show you guys some of my brush holders. Got a brain, a tongue, mushroom, another chili, my little ghost guy. Check him out. Not supposed to be an eyeball, but it's not that great. I can show these later in the future, how they work, right? They just hold the brushes or the pens, kind of like this. Right, and they hold on to it. Pretty cool. Okay, I also want to show you guys some of my digitized work. So this is a digital thing I made, a sticker. Made inspired by Tyler the Creator, Cherry Bomb. And then I made this guy inspired by my other brain guy over there. And yeah, it's actually a sketch, and I just recolored it. Thought it came out decent. It's not my favorite, but I don't know, it's all right. And then this was me testing on some sticker blanks, just putting random little doodles. I love to doodle. I'm a messy guy, but sometimes I can focus and make things a little cleaner. So I want to show you this before we get into the thrifted item stuff. So this is some sketches. These are some sketches that I did for a client, my first client ever, for a commission. I gave her a breakdown, and then I gave her a watercolor or a colored sketch, which she actually has the original. Thought that would be cool to give to her, like a little interesting package. So it's pretty much a slug with this big, beautiful smile, and he's got this background from picture day at school. And yeah, if you want to check that out, that's on my Instagram, Mr. Vertigo. And yeah, it was very fun. My biggest painting, it was 18 by 24, I think. And yeah, it was very fun, complicated. I learned a lot. And that was probably my 7th painting ever. So it was quite the challenge. So here's an oil pastel I did. I haven't touched my oil pastels in a while. This face, I remade it. I actually have it, but I haven't grabbed him, so I'll grab him for another video. And check this out, guys. This is probably my most realistic skull. Stippling, cross-hatching. And if you look closely here, it's a secret message. Unwind. And then here at the skull, your mind. It's hard to tell, but it's there. Trust me. So that's definitely something I go by. As creatives, we go through so much, and there's a lot of thought process behind everything we do. A lot of thoughts just going around in circles, and we have to unwind our mind and express ourselves with our art. That's how I feel about it, at least. And this is something I want to go by. So that's actually a part of a big project, or a cool project. It's going to be a part of my certificate of authenticity, and it'll be pretty cool. So these are some watercolor illustrations I did. This was my first one, my second one, and my third one. And they came out decent. I don't know. Not too many people like them. I like them. They're just trashy guys, you know? So I thought this was pretty cool. Just a bunch of rotten, trashy guys. Okay, I'm running out of time. But here we go. We got some other things I've made. Some messed up skin faces. Poked his eyes. I want to remaster this with a painting. And I did a little more realism. And then I did an oil pastel sketch over it. Not that amazing, but I thought it was cool experimentation. And I want to show you guys, I framed one of these pieces that I've made. And, this one is the Overwhelmed, one of my favorites, one of my first. It's framed much better than that one. And I want to show you guys a recycled painting. I found this by the dumpster. It was a print, and then I repainted all this. This is inspired by gambling and also by a thrifted item. This was a thrifted plush, and he's right there. Definitely not the same, but you know, it's cool. And these are inspired by a deck of cards. So I thought these are super, super cool, and I had to remake them. I'm definitely gonna add them in my paintings more often. Look at that, so cool. All right, guys, so we're gonna talk about thrifted items. You won't necessarily find thrifted canvases, and you won't necessarily find paintbrushes. You might get lucky with the art craft supplies. They have paintbrushes and stuff like that. But I have not been lucky enough, which is okay. I find stuff, you know, at Walmart and stuff like that, paintbrushes. And you can always make your own paintbrushes. Maybe I'll go into that into a different video. But I know that for sure you can go to your thrift store and find glass pallets. Look at this one. Found it the other day, and it's perfect, flat, it's clear, it's got a handle. I got it for half the price, so $1. So you can definitely find a plentiful of glass palettes to work with. And paintings, not likely to find them. You might get lucky and find one of these, I forgot what they're called, easels. This one's a mini easel, but I didn't find it at the thrift actually. This is also a painting I did. You are likely to find a jar. These jars, I've gotten them for 50 cents to $1. All types of sizes, but I like these little ones for some reason. I need to get bigger ones though, because there's too much pigment in here, I think. And you won't necessarily find canvases, but you can find something you can turn into a canvas. So I've got like old caps or new caps that I find there at the thrift, and I paint on them as a paintbrush. And check it out. Here's a some illustrations I've done, some work I've done, doodle work on this cap. This is not a thrifted one, but I have done stuff on thrifted caps. Yeah, thrifted shirts, and here is a super sweet canvas type bag that I definitely want to get to painting on, and it was like $3. It's super awesome, great quality leather, love it. So guys, there's so many things at the thrift store that you can find, and that's why I really want to see what you guys do find. I highly recommend going to check it out. It's always an adventure, and it's usually cheap, so I really recommend going out and checking it out. Here's another item I have. So this is, look at this, $2 for a chair, vintage. Love the way it is. I'm actually gonna replicate it and see if I can rebuild a ton more and go from there and just put new fabrics, all that type of stuff. Really want to get into that. And this is a future project. It's supposed to be a stool, but what I'm gonna do is put some recycled cans and then resin over it, and it's gonna be like a little table, or it could still be a stool. Another thing you guys can find is some picture frames. They got so many of them for $1. I got also this clipboard for about 50 cents, and it helps with, you know, just holding my stuff on a flat lay and while I'm working on it. But yeah, picture frames, you never know what kind you find. They're always cool. Some are new, some are used. The thrift store is an adventure that I really want you guys to go and check it out. I highly recommend it. And I hope that, you know, if you're watching this, you go ahead and tag me, because I want to see anything cool you find. You might find a super cool glass palette or just a basic one like this one, but it's fine. Just go check it out. You also can find a lot of inspiration, just like those stuffed animals. I find inspiration all the time. Sometimes I take still photos, but I'll get into that in the future for sure. I want to do a challenge where it's like, take a still photo from the thrift and then repaint it, and then see if, I mean, I can get other artist friends to do that too. That'd be super cool. But yeah, guys, this was kind of all over the place. Just updating you. It's been a while. I'm sorry. And I really want to get back into this. I want to do better videos, not just raw like this. But, you know, it takes time to find motivation. And I still like making stuff, so I'm going to keep making stuff. Let's take a close look at this painting. Check it out. They're playing cards. Thought that was cool. A little touch. But yeah, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. You can follow me on Vertigo Studios on TikTok, and on Instagram, Mr. Vertigo. If you're an artist, I always follow back. And just don't unfollow me. That would be rude. I don't like when artists do that. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I'll catch you in the next video. And sorry I talked so much. Bye.